distinguished delegates, esteemed panelists, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a profound sense of responsibility and hope that I welcome you to this COP29 side event, Climate Finance as the Driving Force for Net Zero Transition, Analysis and Solutions. The clarion call for climate action has never been louder. The world is on track to warm by 2.7 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. Without drastic steps, limiting the temperature rise to 1.5 degrees above the pre-industrial levels will slip from our grasp. Here at COP29, amidst the urgent negotiations and fervent calls for action, we've already witnessed significant financial commitments. The asset owners have pledged a remarkable $10 trillion. This goes toward climate action, signaling a growing recognition of the intertwined nature of financial stability and climate resilience. The Asian Development Bank has allocated $3.5 billion to counter the devastating impacts of melting glaciers, a stark reminder of the immediate consequences of our warming planet. Our host country, Azerbaijan, has committed $1.2 billion to green projects. This demonstrates the crucial role of national level initiatives in driving sustainable development. These are commendable steps, but they're just a fraction of the estimated $2.4 trillion needed annually for climate investments in developing countries. And that's just between 2026 and 2030. Bridging this gap is not just an economic imperative, it is a moral obligation. This event serves as a crucial platform to dive into the heart of climate action, mobilization and effective management of climate finance. We must explore the financial mechanisms and instruments that can unlock the trillions needed for a just transition, channeling investments into low-carbon technologies and sustainable projects. Our discussions today will revolve around key questions that demand our collective action. 1, how can we bridge the widening climate finance gap, meeting the $100 billion goal, and ensure that the new collective quantified goal truly reflects the scale and urgency of the challenge? 2, how can we ensure transparency and accountability in the flow of climate finance so that resources reach the communities most vulnerable to climate change, particularly in the global south? 3, what innovative financing mechanisms, such as carbon pricing or even green bonds, can we leverage to catalyze and drive green growth? And finally, most crucially, how can we measure and amplify the impact of our investments, ensuring that every single dollar contributes to a sustainable and equitable future? I am privileged to be joined by a distinguished panel of experts who will share their invaluable insights and perspectives on these critical questions. Mr. Ian Mitchell will shed light on the complexities of public sources of international finance, while Ms. Rose Yen will offer a comparative analysis of green growth frameworks across key initiatives. Dr. Maria Rolim will dive into Brazil's innovative approaches to green financing, while Mr. Fabio Guido will share Itaú Unibanco's journey towards becoming a net zero bank. Then, Ms. Asma Faris will illuminate us on how climate finance can empower business-led climate solutions. Dr. Aliyu Olunlade will bring his expertise in sustainable development to bear on our discussions. So, I invite us all to actively engage in these discussions. Your questions, your ideas, and your commitment are crucial as we navigate the complexities of climate finance. Let us make this event a testament to our collective determination to forge a sustainable and equitable future. Let's reflect on the key takeaways that have emerged from our discussions today. The urgency of scaling up climate finance cannot be overstated. The world is facing a critical time, and the window for decisive action is rapidly closing. We must bridge the widening climate finance gap and ensure that resources reach the communities most vulnerable to climate change. But as Simon Steele powerfully stated a few days ago, climate finance is not charity. It is an investment. It is an investment in our shared future, in resilience, and in a just transition to a net zero world. Innovation is and will continue to be a key. We need to explore and embrace new and creative financial mechanisms to unlock the trillions needed for this transition. This includes leveraging the power of the private sector, promoting green bonds, sorry, Mr. Mitchell, and exploring carbon pricing mechanisms. The World Economic Forum has estimated that the circular economy, for example, can generate significant economic benefits, including up to $1 trillion in annual economic value and 11 million new jobs. The reality, however, is that the current financing structure was designed for a linear economy, while we need to embrace a more circular one. The future of finance itself needs to become circular. We need to urgently reframe, rethink, and rework climate finance in general, and then the circular economy financing models in particular. But hope itself is not a passive force. It requires action. And that is why today I am proud to introduce you to the Ehfaaz Foundation, an organization born from a deep-rooted belief in the power of circularity to transform our world. At Ehfaaz, we're not just talking about sustainability, we're living it. We're turning food waste into compost in just 24 hours, reducing landfill waste, and creating nutrient-rich soil amendments. We are repurposing discarded consumer products, giving new life to materials others might see as trash. This aligns directly with our core aims of supporting community-led initiatives, advocating for circular economy principles across all sectors, and participating in global platforms to exchange knowledge and best practices. This is the Ehfaaz way, a holistic ecosystem of solutions designed to reduce waste, conserve resources, and create economic opportunities, which we know we need, especially in the global south. Now, let us become investors in a future where climate action, as we have heard from the panelists, in all its forms, is not just a necessity, but a catalyst for a more prosperous and harmonious world.